Good morning, Yogi. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, happy Friday. Good to see you. I'm here in Broken Bow, Oklahoma, and I have a really nice fireplace. It feels so good to add some of the heat element into my practice when I'm doing private classes like this. When I'm in the studio, I love the heat. That's why I love teaching in the studio, and I love hot yoga. So it's been a little bit of an adjustment teaching outside of the studio and in not such a hot space, but this fire, man, it's really, really warming up the body, and I know that that's going to be so good for my spine.
Breathe deep.
So today you can use your blocks. There's a couple different postures that you'll be able to use your blocks, but it's always optional. This is a yin style class, so you are really going to stretch and lean into the pose. You're going to find stillness, but still lean into that edge and really stretch into the body. And notice where the mind goes when the body comes to that edge. So, and also when the body comes to stillness, because that's when our mind can become so active. So if you're one of those people that, you know, you're super tired, you go to bed, you get still, and that's when your mind really starts to go, oh, what about this? What about that? What about this? And starts to go all wild. So this is a practice in being aware of that mind and focusing the mind, focusing the thought, so that you can get out of that chatter and you can bring your mind into focus. So it's kind of twofold. You're becoming aware of the thoughts, but also focusing the mind. So you want to know where your mind goes, because there's some value in that, you know. We can't just ignore our life. We can't just ignore those things that are calling to us. But here, you kind of want to silence the mind and tune into the heart. Like, find out what is speaking, what's being expressed, where is it coming from. And as we do this practice, we can start to differentiate. Oh, that's a thought, that's a logic thought, that's a mind thought, that's an ego thought. Oh, that's a heart thought. They feel different. Even if you say that out loud, mind thought, heart thought. Feel how much more grounded that heart thought feels. Even how it sounds when you say it out loud. So, being aware of both, and just really turning up that awareness. You can come into your easy seat if you're just joining. Grab your blocks if you have them. And you can start to kind of wake up the body, moving.
This is a journey.
We just have about a minute or so to see if anyone else is coming to join.
Traveling.
For anyone who does classes through YouTube, or, well, YouTube, yes, but there is a YouTube channel where you can access all of the classes. But if you're on Facebook Live, please feel free to let me know about the audio. If I hit a space, like yesterday I said in the class that I turned my voice up because it was, you know, the strength class, and I really wanted to make sure that you could hear me clearly through the music, because I also turned the music up. Whereas today my mic volume is on a medium, and you know, the music it's supposed to be an additive. And then always remember that you can adjust your own volume too. So I just want to make sure that I'm a consistent level so that you can decide how high or low you would like it. So be sure to leave some feedback in the comments in the Facebook group. Almost time to get started. If you're just joining, meet me in an easy seat, cross-legged seat. Really start to ground down into those sitting bones and extend through the crown. Feel yourself grounded, but feel yourself elongated. And let's put our palms face up onto our knees and close down the eyes. And start to focus on your natural breath. Deep inhales and exhales through the nose. Be sure to breathe into your belly. Feel the chest expand. Get very present to the rhythm of your breath. Deep inhale through the nose. Breathe into the belly. Feel the lungs expand. Fully expand. Pause. Exhale. Release completely. Breathe deep in through the nose. Breathe deep down into the belly. Feel the lungs expand. Fully expand. Take in a little bit more at the top. Pause. Exhale. Fully release. Use your diaphragm to help guide that air out. One more deep inhale through the nose. Down into the belly. Feel the lungs expand. Fully expand. Pause. Exhale, release. Feel the body soften with your exhale. Let's start with shoulder rolls here. Let's just start to warm up the body, wake up the body. Just some gentle shoulder rolls, rolling your shoulders up towards your ears and down your back. And up your ears and down your back. Take a moment to set an intention for your practice. What brought you to your mat? Close down your eyes. Take that intention to your heart. Take a deep breath. Feel that intention expand within your breath, with your breath. Maybe your intention is to be present. Maybe your intention is self-care, self-love. Maybe your intention is to really ease into your flexibility, to really create that mobility. Whatever it is for you, focus on that intention. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Feel the intention expanding within you with your breath. Then exhale, release, let it go, fluttering the eyes open. Right hand comes next to the right hip, left hand comes up overhead. Stretch and elongate through the side body, bend into that right elbow. You can bring your gaze high. Come back through center, left hand comes down next to the left hip, right hand comes up overhead. Really feel that stretch begin from your hip all the way through your fingertips. The spine feels so nice. One more time on each side. Right hand next to right hip, left hand comes up overhead. Square your chest. You can raise your gaze high. Breathe into your heart space. Find the natural rhythm of the breath and become aware of that natural rhythm. There we go. And we're going to come into our cat-cows. Coming onto all fours. Inhale as you lift your gaze, arching your spine, lifting your tailbone. Gaze can be forward, chin is parallel to the floor. Exhale as you round the spine, letting your head hang heavy, pressing through your palms. Really press your spine up. Inhale, back into your cow pose. Gaze comes high, lift the tailbone, arch the spine. Exhale into cat pose, rounding the spine, gazes at your belly button. Keep that up for 4 more breaths. Really linking your breath to your movement. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you round. Now, we do this posture in every one of our classes because I swear by it. This is so good for the spine. And as we're waking up the body, especially if you're doing this practice in the morning, you're starting to get the spinal fluid moving And that helps to bring messages from the brain throughout the entire body, and from the entire body throughout the entire body and to the brain. So if you think about that as like a highway, and if there is an accident on the side of the road, everything gets backed up. So what this exercise helps you to do is remove that blockage so that everything is running smoothly. So if you've noticed that you felt more energized in the last 3 weeks since you've started, this is that spinal health. That spinal health, helping you to feel more efficient, helping for the messages, the nutrients, the information to run more smoothly through the body. So good. Now we're going to come into our child's pose. So sink your hips back towards your heels. Open up your knees out wide. Start to walk your fingertips forward. Let your chest sink down toward the mat. Let your forehead rest. This is one of our basic postures. You want to start to become aware again of the alignment of the spine as you stretch your fingertips forward. There's the option to open up your hands, letting your chest sink, stretching into your shoulders. Now find the natural rhythm of your breath in your child's pose. Inhales and exhales through the nose. Feel the body expand with the inhale and release with the exhale. Expand with the inhale. Release with the exhale. Deep inhale, expand. Exhale, release. Let the body sink. Find that stillness. And start to be present to the mind. Where does the mind go? Maybe this is a posture that builds sensation in the body. Where does the mind go when the body maybe feels slight stress or feels that sense? Let yourself become aware of your thoughts. Feeling the natural rhythm of the breath. Letting yourself sink into the stillness. Getting into that connective tissue, helping to expand the connective tissue. With each exhale, breathe tension out of the body. Let your body sink into the pose. Be still, using the exhale to sink deeper into the pose. A couple more breaths. Deep inhale, expand, and exhale, release. And let's press ourselves back up into that tabletop. Let's bring your gaze out over your right shoulder, sinking your right hip to the right. And then come back the other way over your left shoulder. Sink that left hip across. So good. Now we're going to extend our right leg out long and then step it through in between our hands, then shift our hands to the inside and bring that leg out slightly. So your foot is pointed straight forward. This is called dragon pose. Now you can stay lifted, or you can come down onto your forearms. You can also use your blocks here underneath your hands. And we're going to be here for a bit. I'm going to change up the music. No, I'm not. I'm just going to leave it. I don't want to mess with it. All right. So you're in your dragon pose. Focusing on the breath. Into that hip. Know that you can be lifted. That's okay. Know that you can lower down if you can, if that feels good for you. We're really getting into the right hip. Focus on the breath, becoming aware of. Now, your mind are in a negative space. If you're thinking, I can't do this, my body doesn't like this, start to replace those thoughts with more encouraging thoughts. Choose your thoughts just like you choose your clothes, just like you choose your shoes. I'm so grateful for my able body. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to lean into my body, to know my body, to become aware of what my body feels, how my body feels. I'm so grateful to be able to have the opportunity to change my physical body by changing my actions, by choosing my practice, by being here right now. Continue to focus on the breath. Where does the mind take you? All right, let's bring that right foot back. Extend it out long. Just for a moment, tap it to the right and the left. We're kind of recentering that hip. Then bring it down. I'm just going to switch sides. You stay exactly where you are. So now, let's extend the left leg out long and bring it on the outside of our hands. Then shift your hips forward. You can adjust that knee back. Maybe your toes are lifted. Just feel how that feels different. This feels so much more comfortable with my shoelace side of my feet down. And lean your hips forward. Option if you're pretty flexible to come down. Know that you want to feel this. This isn't the restorative class that we do on Wednesday where we let the body really relax. This is meant for you to come to your edge. Feel that sensation in the body. Feel that resistance and stay there. That's how we get into the connective tissue. On the breath. And again, notice the thoughts. Notice the mind. You can choose your thoughts. I love using affirmations. I am healthy. I am happy. My body is changing. My body is becoming more flexible. My body is becoming more healthy. I am optimal health. My body supports me. Choosing those positive thoughts. I'm so grateful for my body. And maybe you're going through something. Maybe you're in a healing process. That's okay too. You can still be grateful. There's so much goodness from our healing process. I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful for my body's ability to heal. I'm grateful for my intuition that guides me and helps me to know what to do along my healing process. I'm grateful for my heart. I'm grateful for my breath. Start to gently shift yourself back. Come into your tabletop. Move really slow. Extend the left leg out. Drop it to the right. Drop it to the left. Be really gentle. Come back through. Let's just drop down into rock pose. So rock pose is like child's pose, except for your knees are together. Your fingertips reach behind you. Your torso rests on the floor and your forehead rests down. And you can just gently rock back and forth. This isn't a full posture. This is just an in-between posture. And come to seated. Bringing the soles of the feet together for butterfly pose. Knees come out wide, so maybe your knees are up here. That's okay. That's okay. You can use those blocks and place them underneath your knees if that feels good. Really ground down into your sitting bones. Lengthen your crown up. Really feel that elongation of the spine. Now take a deep inhale. And exhale as you fold forward, folding forward. So let's say that you fold forward and you're right here and your knees are up here. That's okay. You can let your head hang heavy and activate the natural curvature in your spine. Let's say your knees are open, lengthen, and then let your chest come down. And you can reach your fingertips forward, kind of cupcaking your fingertips. Or a variation in between, so your hands can be here and you can really lean forward. You can bring your forehead all the way down to the mat. Find your edge and honor that and be okay with wherever you are. It's perfectly okay. It's okay if you're up here. It's okay if you're tense. It's okay if you feel your edge. Get out of that space of judgment in the mind and come to a place of acceptance. We can change where we are when we acknowledge that space and know that we are always changing. Our body is always changing. Our heart, our ideas, we can choose our ideas, choose different ideas. The exterior world around us, like change is the only constant. So to accept where you are today and know that you're on an evolutionary journey of change. And all that means is growth. You're growing. You're growing. That's what change is. That's what evolution is growth.
Hold it close as we fade into this glow.
Find and notice the natural rhythm of the breath. Natural rhythm of the breath. Lean forward, opening up the hips. Energy can really easily and naturally become stagnant in our hips. And so as we activate our hips, we help to release that energy. Slowly start to roll up. So good. Bring your knees together. Bring your legs out long. And come all the way down onto your back. Not all the way. Bring your elbows down onto the mat. Now we're going to let our head lean back. So this is fish pose. We're using our elbows as support. Open up your chest. Let your head fall heavy. Now if you have blocks, place a block behind you so that your head can rest on that block. Tilt your chin up toward the sky. Lift your chest. Option to lower down a little bit more. The crown of your head all the way down to the floor. Or you can stay lifted. This isn't accessible. Please know you can come into bridge as well. You're just going to lift your hips, tuck your heels into your glutes and lift your hips. But if you can, try a fish pose. Lift your chest. Use your elbows to help lift that chest, arching the spine. You can bring your head to your block or all the way down to the mat. Legs stay extended. And then bring your awareness to your breath. Staying here, holding the pose. Here we are opening up our heart, and we're opening up the communication center in the body. We're aligning the two. So here we're cultivating heartfelt, authentic communication. Both lifting that chest up to the ceiling, opening up the throat, really cultivating that heartfelt, authentic communication. We're almost there. We won't be here too much longer. Focusing on the breath. Feeling the rise and fall of the chest. All right. Press your palms into the mat. Press your elbows into the mat. You're actually going to lower all the way down, coming into your final resting posture, Shavasana. Open up your palms to the sky. Really let your body sink into the mat. focus on the natural rhythm of the breath.
Grace,
Feel the rise and fall of the chest and the belly.
take me to that higher place.
Really let the body sink and release.
Shine a light into this space. So that I can see your face. I pray for grace. May we open up these gates. Grace, take me to that higher place. Take me to that higher place. Grace, shine a light into this place. Grace, grace, take me to that higher place. Grace, take me to that higher place. Grace, take me to that higher place.
Closing out class in silence. We still have another minute in Shavasana. Focus on the breath. Feel the expansiveness of the inhale and the release of the exhale. Let your body sink and fall, being aware of your body, being aware of your toes, being aware of your feet, of your ankles, your calves, your knees, your thighs, moving up into your hips, your torso, all of your internal organs, your ribs, your chest, moving up into your shoulders, your neck, your arms, your fingers, your fingertips, being aware of the whole body, your whole being, moving up into the neck, the back of the head, into the face, bringing a smile to the face, knowing that everything is going to be okay, welcoming the day. Being here as you are and being aware of everything, your emotions, your thoughts, your strengths, your fears, and your dreams. It's all happening in this moment. And that's such a relief because it allows you to lay down the past, set aside the future, and truly be alive. That way of living is intentional. It takes work, effort, learning, and a willingness to grow. But the results are a life filled with moments that are more fulfilling. It's real human stuff happening right now. Don't skip over it, waiting for what's next. Start to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes, bringing life and awareness back to your body. Bring your hands through heart center, whether you come to a seat or whether you're lying on your back. Take a deep inhale. Feel your body expand with your breath. Exhale, release, let it go. Bring that intention that you thought of at the beginning of class. Take a deep inhale, feeling that intention expand within your body with your breath. Pause, be present, and exhale, release. The light in me sees, honors, reflects, and encourages the light in each of you. Namaste. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Next week is our last week of these set of sequences. So it'll be new postures, some new stuff the following week. So I hope to see you all next week and have a wonderful weekend.